Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Chetna Hundal if you're new, and on my channel I record a variety of videos. So I like to do come shop with me's, I like to do vlogs, cleaning and organizational videos. I am a mum to two girls. One is going to be 2 and the other is going to be 5. So we're going through the trials and tribulations with that. And now I'm starting a new series on my channel called Mummy Mondays, where I will be discussing with you all things related to motherhood or parenthood, because I don't want it to just be for mummies. I want daddies to be included too, because we can all learn together. There is no manual when it comes to parenting, and I just wanted to be that sister or that friend that you can come to and we can discuss various issues relating to parenthood, pregnancy, birth and the lot. So first things first, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and don't forget to ding the notification bell so you know when a video goes live, and that way you'll be supporting out my channel greatly. So virtual hug for that. So the first video to kick off my Mummy Monday series is my top 5 free apps that I recommend that are super useful during pregnancy and after you've given birth. And daddies, this will be useful for you too, because a lot of these apps contain information where you can learn something about baby, about pregnancy and all about birth. You don't even need to ask your partner. You can just download this information in your brain, and then maybe you might be able to surprise your partner with some fun facts. Who knows? And some of these apps also provide vouchers where you can collect free packs, and they have various things in, anything from toiletries or a nappy sample or some wipes samples. If you're interested in reading up a little bit more specific in the medical field, then I'll link you to the NHS website, and also I will provide links to the websites of these apps. So I wanted to make this Mummy Monday series to hopefully bring you some content of value, and hopefully I can give you some information that not only will you learn from, but it will benefit you and you can digest it in a better way rather than just reading through lots of information, which I know reading is not everyone's cup of tea. If you've got any friends, relatives around you, other parents, it's always good to pick their brains and get some advice from them. But if you feel like you can't do that, then hopefully my channel and this series will be that place for you where you can come and not only learn some things, but you feel like you're getting that support which otherwise you wouldn't have. And especially during these times, I know it's been difficult to reach out to people and speak with people, and maybe if you have a question, you know, it's been hard to ask someone if you're introverted. So, you know, hopefully you can come here and it's like a safe place to just have a little bit of a natter and a little bit of a discussion in the comments, and maybe we can all learn things from each other. So if you like this type of content and you do like this video as well, please give me a thumbs up so I know that you've enjoyed this video. And if you know someone that's pregnant or has just given birth, or any other mummies or daddies out there that you feel like this content may be useful for, then please share this video with them. Like I've said so many times before, there is no manual to parenting. It's not like a car manual where you can just be like, right, A, B and C will work for me. As you know, all pregnancies are different, all children and babies are different. There's so many things surrounding pregnancy and the birth experience itself, and also afterwards once you've had the baby as well. There's so many things that I'd like to discuss and feel that I can bring some value to you. And I'll be just doing some short videos like this. So keep on watching for my top 5 free apps I highly recommend. So I've just moved over onto the screen recording that I took off my phone, and the first app that I wanted to show you was the Bounty app. As you can see from the main screen, you can track your pregnancy along on the meter there. So it can go day by day, or I'm pretty sure you can amend it to week by week. Now yes, there are plenty apps out there, but I find this one to be particularly useful because it has a list like this. Now I love lists, it just helps you to keep everything in order. So I find this app very user friendly and very simple to use. I'm not very tech savvy, so it helps when apps are user friendly and it's easy on the eye. So here you can see the for baby, hospital bag and money section. So it just gives you a whole list of things that you will need for baby, for when you go home. Financially, the things that you may need to take care of, for example in regards to childcare, your maternity rights, so maternity leave, or setting up an account for the baby. And this checklist really prompts you to think and get everything organized before baby comes. And there's various sections in this app as well, so you can just take it section by section and do some bedtime reading. There's so many sections here that you will find answers to questions you may have. And then this is one of my favorite sections, the free stuff section. So you can get some vouchers here, or it makes you aware of any sales that may be running. I like that there's so many different stroller options because that's definitely a necessity. And my favorite are these packs, so these newborn packs and these mum-to-be packs. The pregnancy information pack in the middle there, usually you either get that from hospital or your midwife at the GP surgery. Now the second app that I highly recommend is the Emma's Diary app. Now this one shows you what's happening with you and baby week to week, and it's quite detailed, but it's not an app that just plugs you with all this information. There's actually some detailed sections and it's very well worded. It's almost like you're reading a novel. So I find that quite interesting about this app. That offers tab there shows you any coupons that you may have. These you can redeem at any sort of stores near you. If you're in the UK, this app is more geared to those of you that are based in the UK. So you can go to stores like Boots or Superdrug to redeem these coupons, and it's 4 packs as well, similar to the bounty packs. You can see there at the bottom there was a Pregnacare promotion for 3 Pregnacare boxes for the price of 2. Now sometimes vitamins that are necessary can be quite pricey, so these discounts do help for mummies to be. The next app I wanted to show you was the Baby Center app. This one was my go-to app for information. So if there was ever I wanted a question answering or wanted to know something, this is the app that I would go to. And not only does it explain everything to you week by week, the way the app is laid out, like for example this graphic that you can see here of the mum's tummy, it's quite interesting. You almost feel like you're in school again and learning about anatomy. But I find again this a very easy read, so even if you're lying down and resting and you just want to read something, this is a good way to do your learning. Again, it's a very user-friendly app that's easy on the eye. You can navigate around it very easily. This one was more for the purposes of learning for myself. It was just a good place to get information from for specific weeks. So as you can see there, it does go week by week, not day by day. So this one and the bounty one I would use. I love these sections here as well, where if you wanted to, you could get more sort of in-depth functions. For example, this contraction timer, which is always useful, believe you me. I will come to it in another app, but there is a contraction timer in this app, in the Baby Center one, where when you do start having contractions, you may start to timer them yourself. But I tell you what, it's useful if you've got your birth partner or your life partner with you, and they can time the contractions for you while you're going through that process, because at some point in time you're not going to be interested in tracking your contractions. And this is now the app that I wanted to show you, the specific app that is a contraction timer. So in your app store, if you just pop in contraction timer, this one should come up, and it's very, very simple. I highly rate it. I've given it the full star that you can give it, and yeah, it just tracks your contractions. sort of how long they have lasted and how far apart they are. And there's another little function on this app which is so cool, that when you get to the point where you need to go to hospital, the app actually flags you, so it will pop up and say, okay, now you need to go to hospital. That's really good, because I believe hospitals want to take you in when you are sort of having contractions that are lasting a minute and about 4 to 5 minutes apart, but verify that with your midwife just to be sure. The next app that I highly recommend is for when baby is born, and it is the baby tracker app. This one is so good. There are other tracker apps out there, but I found them quite complicated, and as I said, if you're not very tech savvy, you want something simple and organized and something that just does the job, because when you are busy, it's hard enough as it is to keep track of these things. So when something's set out like this and it's color coordinated, I'm quite a visual person, so I find something like that, something as simple as that, having color coordinated sections really helps. So you can track the last time you've nursed, when baby's sleeping, when they've woken up. So as you can see here, I'm just inputting a time just to roughly show you when baby would have fallen asleep to when they woke up. And then if you're nursing, this is a good way to keep track of which side you have nursed on. So your midwives will tell you that it's good to nurse on both sides, but when you are busy and you're sleepy, it can be difficult to keep on top of these. So this app is useful in that you can measure the amount that you, for example, pumped, and how many minutes you pumped on each side as well, so you know where you need to start off next time. This can help where you want to know where to start off next time, which side you want to nurse on next time. There's extra functions in this app to track certain things, such as if you want to track vaccines, or if you just want to note down certain memories. So I like that you can do that all in one place, and again, it's not like you're going to forget because the functions are quite visible. So here I am, I'm just putting an example in where I'm noting certain vaccinations that may have been taken, and this helps you to know what they have had. I did newly download this app just for the purposes of this video to show you. I would suggest turning on your notifications so you're up to date with baby and in tracking them. And I love this little section here. You can see everything on one screen, and you can even view your stats in graphs, so that's really cool. Now this app here is the What to Expect app. Now you may say, Chetna, you've got 6 apps here. Well, we'll consider this a bonus app, shall we? So this app I found is similar to many of the other apps that I've just mentioned. There's a lot of information on here and a lot of ideas on here of things you can do and how you can track development. But with this app, I believe it was when I signed up, I put in my husband's email and he would also get notifications via email, so he was able to keep track of milestones and week by week baby development and anything else that was relevant for that specific week during pregnancy. And also after birth, he was able to keep track with me, and this was useful in that he could just do the reading himself and we were both on the same page. We were both aware of what was happening with the baby and when. I specifically loved this function on this app, is that you could watch these little videos. So week to week I would watch these little mini videos by this lady here, and she just explains to you with a good visual what's happening in the womb with baby. So I found those little clips really useful. And those are my top 5 apps plus bonus app that I highly recommend. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, then please leave me in the description box a baby bottle emoji. That way I will know you have made it to the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you know any other mommies and daddies out there that might benefit from this content, please share this video with them. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.